Hey you guys, Pretty Tarot here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Pretty Tarot and prettytarot.com. Now this is the August 2017 reading for Virgo. This is for the sun sign. However, it can also apply to the rising, ascendant sign. It can also apply to moon, Venus, and Mars. And I say Venus and Mars because what people don't understand is that your Venus sign is how you relate to others in your personal relationships. That can be a friendship. It can be in a love relationship. It can be with family members and coworkers and those kind of things. And your Mars is your physical energy and also your sexual energy and how you project yourself that way, okay? And if you have a particular sign that is dominating those planets, it can drastically affect the way a person can relate to these readings. It can affect the person's behavior. For example, I have a Virgo in both Venus and Mars, and a lot of times I can relate to Virgo readings, okay? So keep that in mind. So if you don't know what your other planets are, then check Cafe Astrology and get a free natal chart there. If you're interested in a reading that is personal to you and your energy, you can check out the description box below. You can email me at prettytarot@gmail.com. You can also go to my website at prettytarot.com. And because this is a general reading, it can apply to any area of your life. So it can apply to love, life, and relationships. It can apply to jobs, career, and finances. It can apply to health, family issues, whatever it is that is significantly going on in your life. But keep in mind, this is a general reading for the general sign of Virgo. So it may or may not resonate. And if it doesn't, then seek out a personal reading with me. And if it does, but you still feel like you kind of want to get a reading that is more personalized to you, then seek out a reading with me. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're interested in seeing more videos and wanting to know when they come out, then hit the subscribe button. Dislikes are pointless because it's not sending me a message. So, you know, if you want to like the video, that's fine, but to do a dislike, it doesn't send me a message. Just saying, you guys. Okay, anyway. So, Virgo, what's going on for you this month in August here? You guys have a situation going on where things may have been kind of rough or complicated, but things are going to start smoothing out for you guys. Or it could be you guys are desiring a situation that's been kind of rough, murky, or, you know, complicated to kind of smooth out. So that's the focus for you, Virgo, this month. And what may be affecting this is you guys may very well be trying to be disciplined. Some of you may be trying to, and when I say disciplined, for some of you, you may be trying to not, you know, do anything that is out of hand or out of control. You know, literally try to put a, you know, a boundary on something, or, you know, try to, you know, restrict yourself from doing things you probably shouldn't be doing. Some of you may be just trying to stay focused, because that's the other aspect of being disciplined. Is for some of you, it could be literally about staying focused on the goal, or staying focused on, you know, whatever it is that needs to be focused on, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, for some of you, it's about, you're gonna, you know, discipline. Others of you, you're gonna need to have courage, or you may be trying to have courage or be brave about something. Others of you, you may be trying to, you know, bite your tongue, you know, and not say anything that could throw gasoline on the fire, or anything that's unnecessary. You know, some of you could just be trying to have strength, you know, through any adversity that's been going on, okay? So that's kind of what's affecting this whole thing of it being a complicated situation, or a difficult situation, or just, you know, a rough situation, and wanting things to smooth out. And you guys are trying, you know, you really are trying. to work through this. And what's hanging over the situation is it's some sort of offer here, maybe some communication, but some sort of offer that you are expecting that will it's like an emotional offer, something that will affect the way you feel or change the way you feel about something. And what's underlying the situation, though, you guys have some sort of decision to make, because you got the Lover's card here, and that card is all about the fact that, you know, there are decisions and choices that really need to be made, usually more of a serious one. And it could be between, you know, one path or another. It could be between one person or another. It could be between the old or the new, one option or another, you know. But you have some sort of decision to make, and, you know, some of you guys are just not quite sure yet. Now, in regards to the emotional offer or this emotional communication, any more detail about that, you guys feel stuck or feel restricted, tied up, or limited in some kind of form. You know, like you just cannot get out of something. Maybe it's a contract, maybe it's a relationship or a marriage, maybe it is just, you know, having obligations to some kind of situation or someone or whatever it is, but it's relating to a water sign here: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And if it's not a water sign or someone with water in the major placements of their chart, then it is someone who is nurturing, caring, kind, sensitive, you know, in touch with their feelings. They could be charming. They're in touch with their intuitive side, so they possibly could be psychic or empathic. It also could be someone who is sensitive to others, but also can just be sensitive and thin-skinned. Someone who could be possibly dramatic, a drama queen or drama king, and possibly someone who may like to drink, okay? And in regards to you feeling kind of tied up, stuck to, or obligated to, or limited or restricted to this water sign or the person, the other characteristics here, it looks like, you know, you want things to work out, because it, you know, it's about wanting to have something to celebrate, wanting something to be happy about, wanting some sort of good news in regards to them. Okay, it's possible that there's a third party situation in this case, but for the most part, to me, this is mostly about wanting good news and wanting to celebrate and wanting to have a good time or a better time. In some small cases, this could be about news of a birth or pregnancy for some of you, not all of you, just maybe a small handful. Now, in regards to this decision, though, that has to be made, I'm actually quite curious about this decision. So, you know, of course, I'm going to pull 3 cards on that just to quickly see what's going on in regards to this whole decision. But in the recent past here, while I'm shuffling for this, it looks like you guys have, and this is like over the last few weeks or the last few months, you guys had been juggling some things, you know. It could have been juggling responsibilities, could be juggling finances, you know, could be, you know, juggling people, or juggling more than one job. Whatever it is, you know, could have been tossing around ideas or options as well, is what I'm getting for some of you. And it's kind of thrown you guys off maybe a little bit, or a bit of distraction to some of you, because, you know, he can't really focus on these ships here that are coming in, because he's too busy juggling. You know, he has too much going on to really notice or see ships coming in. But like I said, in regards to the decision that you guys have to make here, it looks like something has been just hanging in the balance there, and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. For some of you, it could just be some kind of delays, or just having hang-ups yourselves, you know what I'm saying, or feeling like somebody has a hang-up and not really sure what's really going on or what you really want to do. And for some of you, it also could be you're just trying to hang in there, okay? You know, and it's relating to this whole thing of feeling, you know, cheated or taken advantage of or taken for granted. or feeling like something was taken from you, or something, or feeling like maybe something was confiscated, possibly. Uh, there's a lot of ways to really look at this. It's a feeling, or something actually did happen where there was some cheating going on, or just this whole thing of just feeling taken for granted or taken, period, or whatever the case could be. Uh, it also feels like for some of you, you could feel like the wool maybe was pulled over your eyes, but and in regards to all this, you kind of want some kindness, some generosity, or to be offered something, to be given something. Maybe you want someone to give something back to you. Maybe you want someone to reciprocate something, is also what I'm getting for some of you. But this is definitely about just wanting kindness and generosity, wanting some kind of help as well, okay, in this situation here. So, in regards to you guys' concern here, you guys are concerned that you may need to move on from the situation and seek better. And the outside influence here is you guys probably desire to see your ships coming in. Maybe you are seeing your ships come in or come through. So is you guys are expecting something to come through, or you want something to come through, but you want to see your ships come in generally. Now, what you're expecting, of course, like I said, you're expecting a change of luck. You're expecting something to really turn around for you. I apologize. Let me reject that call right there. But now the obstacle and the challenge for you guys, for Virgo this month, is trying to remain positive, trying to remain optimistic, trying to remain hopeful, and you guys may be wishful because you really are wanting things to work out. But it may be a little bit difficult. You guys really would like to get your wish. You want things to, you know, turn out for the better, work out for the better, or whatever. But it may feel like it's a challenge because things may be feeling like it's not really there, because in the current moment here, you guys are experiencing some sort of anxiety, depression, sadness, sleepless nights, worrying. Some of you guys are really in your head. Some of you guys are just really feeling grieved. Some of you could just be really experiencing some kind of hurt, whereas some of you could just really just be wrecking your brain about a decision to make and what to do, because you're just really not sure what's going to work in your favor or what's really going to be the best outcome or something. Some of you could just be overwhelmed also, is what I'm getting in your situation here. And I actually do want to pull 3 cards on that, just get a little bit more detail on it. But I got a feeling there's a few of you that may be, in some tears over whatever's going on. And this popped out. Like I said, it's definitely about this water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or of the other characteristics that I mentioned, where I said, like, someone who is intuitive, sensitive, empathic, psychic, in touch with their feelings, emotions, nurturing, caring to people, sensitive to other people, possibly dramatic. They may even like to drink, emotional. So it's about someone who either has those characteristics, or it's, like I said, a water sign that is causing you all this grief, strain, or this overwhelming feeling, or difficulties and things like that, or hassles. Yikes. Too many cards flip over, I don't pull them out. That's too many. I get a few cool, but not too many. Yeah, and it's about getting what it is that you feel you deserve or want, or gaining some sort of justice or balance or fairness in a situation. Could be about a legal thing going on, and taking what it is that you have to use or what you have to work with or whatever's at your disposal to kind of try to work your magic and see if you can get the ball rolling in the right direction or get some things to really just kind of pop off in the right direction, to try to make something happen, which is an empowering thing. Because what you expect is to receive something of high value to you or to receive something that means something to you. For some of you, this could be literally about receiving a good sum of money, receiving a raise or a promotion. For others of you, like I said, it depends on what's going on in your life. It could just be something that is of high value to you or something that means something you expect to receive. Okay, if it's not about receiving money or promotion. So keep in mind, because it's a general reading, it can relate to any area of your life. So you guys kind of know how this story plays out for you guys with the cards that are coming through. Now, what you guys have going on here in terms of between now and the next few weeks, possibly the next few months here in the future position, it looks like you guys have the Two of Cups here. This could be a reconciliation, working things out, forgiveness. This could be a relationship that is formed. This could be a partnership formed. This could be a friendship form or some sort of bond form. It could also be an agreement or an arrangement or a situation in which there's some kind of mutual gain or some kind of mutual give and take here. Or a peace offering as well, and this is either what you guys are going to want or be expecting, or it's actually what's going to be happening. And of course, I'm going to pull 3 cards on that to get a little bit more details about it. Some of you could really be working some things out or experiencing something renewed or new, but for a lot of you this feels like working something out if it's not something new. Yeah, this is something new, I feel. Like I said, it still could be renewing something or reconciling and forgiveness, but this feels like something new. Because this is about a fresh start, and like this overflowing, abundant, positive, overflowing feeling here, in this situation could be an overflow of abundance and prosperity as well, but it's definitely something new, okay? Or it's about something new, or this fresh new start or whatever. Could be a new relationship, could be a new job, could be a new career, could be a new opportunity. Could be anything, but it's something suddenly comes up, and this card, there's a lot of different ways to take it. It's not always negative. Now, a lot of times this is just about things suddenly popping up, things suddenly coming up that are unexpected, and it could throw you a little off, because it's something you didn't expect that just came up suddenly. In some cases, this is disruptions, or chaos breaking out or drama breaking out. But in other respects, this is about just sudden burst of change. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a negative thing. It just could be it's just something that just could come up that you totally wasn't expecting, that could just kind of take you by surprise. But you guys will kind of see how this really goes for you. Like I said, it's not all necessarily negative. This is more of a neutral kind of thing. It could be either or, something that takes you by surprise that is a good thing, that was unexpected, or it could be something that catches you off guard that you didn't really necessarily want to happen. Could be a whole host of things, but it looks like whatever it is that came about here, you may be feeling disappointed with it, because you may feel like whatever was offered here in regards to this proposal possibly, or this peace offering, or this agreement or arrangement that is proposed, or whatever this new relationship is, or maybe this reconciliation. Maybe it may be disappointing to you. Whatever this is, you may feel like it's been no different than what you've already been experiencing, or it's no different than what you already have. Or some of you could end up just feeling bored, you know, or feeling like it's not good enough, or like maybe it's not what you want. Boredom does come to mind with some of you. Okay. Now, the one thing I want to say about the Four of Cups when it comes to not being happy with what you're offered, or being bored, or feeling like it's no different than something else, it really is all about your attitude and the way you choose to view things. It's possible that it could be something that's disappointing you, but sometimes we have to really think about why do we feel disappointed. Is it because we don't appreciate something, or is it because we really are bored of it, or is it really because it's just not what we actually wanted, you know? So you have to look at it that way as well, in how you choose to digest this information. Okay, now with the outcome, you guys have remember that you have free will, so outcomes can change based off of your perspectives possibly changing, or the way you choose to view something. So if you choose to view the glass half empty, you know, or choose to view the glass half full, you know, you could either take a continue to try to take the positive outlook in your situation, which I know this is a challenge because this is what's in your challenge position, or you can choose to allow yourself to feel like, oh, this is not what I want, or it's not great, or it's not any different, or it's disappointing, or whatever. And like I said, that's the challenge for you guys, is to try to be optimistic, to try to be positive, to have a positive outlook, to try to, you know, be appreciative and hopeful about things working out. Now, like I said, with the outcome here, the Ace of Swords is all about a new beginning, a new start, but it's a new beginning, a new start that kind of gets off to a rough start, or it's hard to get off the ground. But it does not remain that way. It may be where things may kind of get off to a rough start, or things may be difficult to get off the ground, or whatever, or it may just be a new beginning or start with difficulty, probably because you feel like it's no different than what you already had going on, or you feel like this is much of the same, or it's still boring, or whatever. But it does not remain this way with this kind of new start, or this new beginning. But I have a feeling that it has a lot to do with the way you guys choose to perceive the situation and what's going on, or the way you choose to accept or not accept it. Because we have control and free will here to really guide and direct and manifest what it is that we want in our lives, you know. So moving on to the advice and insight part of the reading, using the Angel Tarot deck here. I have the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. I also have the Angel Answers cards by Doreen Virtue. And then I have the Answer is Simple and Ask Your Guides Oracle cards as well by Sonia Coquette. Apologize if I mispronounce her name. Someone let me know about that, but let's see what we got for you guys. Now, this either could be confirmation of the message that was already presented, or it could just literally be, you know, extra insight, advice, and guidance. Okay, so you guys got the Emperor card here. And the one thing I know about the Emperor is that the Emperor is wise. The Emperor is mature. The Emperor understands that they are a leader, and that a leader makes wise decisions. They make wise choices, but they also make the tough calls and the hard decisions, you know, even though they may not find it necessarily easy to do. They're willing to do what it takes to make those tough calls and decisions, and to manage things to work out, because they know this is their responsibility. It's their burden to bear, kind of thing. So, an emperor will make a decision that is best for all that is involved. Okay, they won't think selfishly necessarily, or at least they're not supposed to. Okay, they're supposed to think about all that's involved when they make decisions and choices. Okay, so when they don't know what it is that they need to do or what it is that they want to do, they will seek wise counsel. If they cannot rely on their own experience and wisdom to guide them where it is they need to make a choice. So this is kind of what you guys are going to be either needing to do, or what you guys are experiencing or going to experience in this month here is it's empowering kind of position to be in, is, using your wisdom, taking charge, taking control, and really making the decisions that will work for all that is involved, and not just thinking of, yourself or whatever, but, trying to make the wise decisions and make the wise choice. The emperor doesn't make foolish choices, or at least they're not expected to, okay? They make wise, mature choices based off of wisdom, insight, experience, and their ability to lead, So the advice card is organization, logic, structure, and discipline, leadership. It's an indicator of that card. You guys also have this 5 of water here. That card is like, once again, it's about feeling like all is a loss, feeling like it's a disappointment. It's usually also an indicator of crying over spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? Because usually in this card, you'll see someone where they're standing there, they're moping, they're in a black cloth, and they're mourning what they feel is a loss in the situation. They're feeling a sense of regret, and they're feeling like, oh, it was a waste, or things didn't work out. But they fail to see that behind them is still opportunity and still options and choices. But it's up to them to really pull themselves out of this, what I want to call it, feeling sorry for themselves or feeling this sense of regret, and choosing to see that, well, maybe all isn't lost, maybe all isn't, a regret. Maybe there's still another way that I could view the way things worked out. So once again, it goes back to that looking at the glass half empty versus half full, and trying to be more optimistic and see, do you still have any positive options left, or do you have the ability to look at a situation from a positive perspective versus a negative one? Okay, so the card indicates, things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, like I said, crying over spilled milk. Try to avoid that, you guys. I know that's a challenge for you all, but try to avoid falling into this, I call it a trap of negative thinking, because it does anyone no good. If something doesn't work out, just see it for what it is, a learning lesson, move on, move forward. But it's possible that things could still work out if you're willing to, like I said, try to be more positive, optimistic, and take a different approach, and think of things differently. So you got the Empress here. This card is all about seeing things come together, seeing things come to fruition, receiving the rewards of your efforts, and reaping what you sow. Okay, so it says, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others is also the advice and indication of that card. Now, from the Ask Your Guides cards here, you guys have the need to find balance, which makes a lot of sense here, because it looks like you guys have been over the past few weeks or past few months really trying to juggle and make things work. And like I said, right now, in the present of this month, you guys are overwhelmed, is what I'm getting. Overwhelmed, stressed out, having anxiety, depressed. You're just all out of your element. Some of you could be depressed or sad, and you guys need to find the fairness and balance here. This could be, also about, like I said, reconciliation, or finding that you can give to others and they can give to you just the same, you know. This is also, like I said, where you guys need to uh, pull yourselves together in some form. You need to pull yourselves together because some of you are definitely out, just totally out of sorts and out of your element and not your full, I don't want to say healthy self, but your full empowered self. Uh, yeah. I also feel like this is about fairness as well. This is about fairness as well. Regardless if there's some sort of agreement or contract or arrangement that needs to be made, or if there is apologies in line that need to be had, whatever it is that needs to be done, a peace offering, whatever it is, or if you guys need to chill and meditate or take a breather, whatever it is, prayer, find a way to retain your balance because this is really important for you guys this month. Your intuition. Uh, you guys already know that if, you know, because you don't know it is, I feel like some of you are not unsure about what it is you need to do or whatever, or you know you have a decision to make or a choice to make. And, you know, you guys may be anticipating some things, or some of you may feel like you don't know what to do yet. Let your intuition guide you. Meditate, take some time to just chill and be to yourselves and be quiet and be peaceful and still, even if it's just for 10 minutes. And then just allow things to come to you. Some of you could stand to listen to some guided meditations. If you go on YouTube, there's tons of them by different people. My favorites are by Kelly Howe. She has one called Deep Insight. I like to just sit and listen with that one because it helps you quiet your mind of all the thoughts of all these feelings and emotions and things, so that you can just allow your higher spiritual self and your spirit guides and angels and God to speak to you. You know, that you can allow the divine to speak to you. And usually I get epiphany when I listen to that guided meditation. Even if it's not in that moment that I'm listening to it, it may be later on in the day or later on in the week, you know. But it's for free on YouTube. There's like samples. You might find the whole full track on there. If not, then you can buy it from BrainSync. I don't remember how much it costs, but to me, it's worth it. And that's not advertising. That's me literally giving advice in regards to how to help pull your intuition. And praying, can help. It can help bring you the answers that you guys need if you're unsure what's going on or how to feel, what to do. Okay, but you guys need to get your intuition back strong again and get out of your head, get out of your feelings, get out of your emotions, so that you can allow the guidance that you need to come through for you guys. Don't get too caught up in this physical world, to separate yourself from the spiritual so that you can be guided. Unconditional love. This is crucial for many of you. Because I feel like there's some big steps towards forgiveness here in this situation for this month for you guys. And it's going to require you to have unconditional love. If not in regards to a loved one, family member, or a significant other, or friend, or whoever, even if it's just a coworker or people who are maybe neighbors or associates or whatever, ruling and thinking with the thought of having unconditional love for others, even, because we have to look at each other. We are all brothers and sisters, okay? We are all children of God. I believe in God. Whatever it is you believe in, we are all from the same source. We are all brothers and sisters one way or another. And you may want to approach life thinking this way, but now some of you, unconditional love is here, though, in the situation for you. And unconditional love is required in order to sometimes forgive others, sometimes to even forgive ourselves when things don't work out, or in order to work things out. Um, Make sure to express unconditional love, no matter who it is. Okay? Because we all are connected in some form or another, spiritually, and just like I said, because we're all brothers and sisters. But like I said, for some of you, unconditional love is here in this situation, and it may be why either this situation is going to be a situation of forgiveness or reconciliation or a peace offering of some kind of form, or maybe a new situation for some of you guys. I got a feeling it's different for a group of you guys. It's not all the same situation for each of you this month. Okay, so let's see what the angel answers have for you guys. Popped. Anything that pops, I'm definitely gonna go with. This feels like this wants to come out so bad. And there's another one that popped. Okay, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. You guys got the recovery card here. So that means things will start working out better for you guys and start working more favorable. So all of this stressing and being overwhelmed and being, losing your strength and trying to regain it and things like that, and being off balance because you're trying to make things work or balance out or whatever. You guys are going to recover from all this. Whatever's going on, you're going to recover from it, okay? And that's very apparent. That's like confirmation. Like I said, this is all about things smoothing out, things that were complicated or rough, things smoothing out, Once again, these cards are all very blunt and clear. The situation will improve. So there's no way to, I'm not even going to bother to go into any further with that because it's all saying the same thing. The situation will improve, recovery from whatever's going on, and you guys have opportunity here. You have opportunity, and I feel like that's once again, you guys have the opportunity to make something work out. You have the opportunity to make something work in your favor, is what I feel for you guys, okay? So, maintain trying to be positive and optimistic, wishful, and hopeful, okay? Because that's where the opportunity will come in at. And the final deck here, the answer is simple. My favorite deck because I love the illustrations and I love the messages. And this deck is by Sonia Coquette. Okay. Let me just go ahead and pull a couple of these for you guys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Very interesting. What is this? Take no offense. Take no offense. So once again, this is going back to you guys really need to, you guys have the opportunity to work this out however you want to. And like I said, a lot of it has to do with the way you interpret the situation and other people's actions and behavior or whatever's going on. And you guys have the opportunity to be the mature and wise one because you have the Emperor card. Like I said, the Emperor is a wise, mature individual who can assess a situation and make the tough calls and the hard decisions that will benefit and be for the greater good of all. So I feel like the ball is much like in you guys' court to, like I said, reconcile whatever you felt didn't work out or whatever you feel isn't working out, whether you stick around or whether you move on. I feel like it doesn't have to be this whole thing of if it's about relationships or family or people or whatever, it doesn't have to be I hate you and then you move on. It's more of well, things didn't, weren't working out. Things have been difficult. What are we going to do? Because I'd rather just make peace with this and work things out in some kind of form. Whether you stick around or you move on, or you know what I'm saying? So whether you stick around or move on, you should be doing so with uh, it being a thing of being peaceful and being mature and working things out in a positive way. Okay, you don't want to burn any bridges, and I just don't see that happening here anyway. Because the all the advice and all the directions here is pointing to things may be a little difficult, or maybe a whole lot difficult, or complicated, but it doesn't have to remain that way. We have free will. Okay, so if somebody did something, or something just did not work in your favor for whatever reason, don't take offense to it. People don't always mean harm. Some people really are innocent in their actions, whereas others, you know, they may not know what they're doing. Sometimes you are going to have to be the wiser, more mature party. Okay, now you have changed the scenery. Okay, change the scenery. Um, I feel like this is very self-explanatory. When it says change the scenery, if you're in a situation you don't like the way things look, change it. You have that. You have that free will to do so. You have the power and control to do so, to manifest. Change things the way they look. You don't like the way they look, change it. Change the scenery. For some of you, this literally could mean moving to another location. This literally could mean just moving on, period. For some of you, this could literally just mean going back and saying, I don't like the color this, this was painted, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the color and repaint this something different because I don't like the color this was painted. This is all red and dark and blotchy. Let me go and put in something bright and more positive, whatever it is. And that's being metaphorical as well. I feel like you guys will know pretty much how this relates to you. It's pretty much saying you have the ability to change the way things look if you don't like the way it look, or if you feel like you are bored of whatever scene is going on, whatever is going on in the situation or in your life or wherever it is that you are at currently, whether it's with work, home, love life, whatever it is, jobs, finances, whatever opportunities that's going on, career. And this is decorate. I feel like this means when people decorate, it's because they want to make a place look better. When people decorate, it's because they want a event or a place or a space or themselves or someone else to look more festive, look more welcoming, look more appealing, more warm, more attractive, and to change the mood and the vibration there. So you guys kind of know what it is that you need to do in regards to that. That could mean, spruce yourself up and do a makeover, and to kind of make yourself feel a little bit better about making changes in your life. For some of you, it could literally just mean go back in, and even though the room didn't look as great, you can go in and change it to look the way you want it to look, to reflect more appealing taste, more appealing energy. You know what I'm saying? And these are metaphors. This is all metaphorical. You guys, pretty much, you're a very intelligent audience, so you know where I'm going with this, okay? Decorating can often change a mood. It can also change a vibe. It can change the way things look. You know what I'm saying? That's a very metaphorical thing. So that's the advice you guys have. I wish you guys a really great month. And I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you like the reading, and dislikes don't speak to me, so it's no point. If you guys like the videos, and there will be more coming up, hit the subscribe button, and peace and love, and I wish you guys a great month.